What's going on, guys? Welcome to today we're on part 2 of our MCU rankings. The last year's getting a bit long, so I decided to end it. Anyway, we're starting with the Defenders. Defenders like a C tier. I think this is the true... Okay. Actually, before I rate Defenders, let me rate... Oh, excuse me. Oh, remember to like, subscribe, and stuff like that. I forgot about that. Jessica Jones. We'll start with that. Jessica Jones, like, saw a B tier show. It's good. I think Jessica's... Well, Miss Jones, Jessica Jones, she's a good character. Like, the action's generally good and stuff like that. But, where are they? Iron Fist, which I did see. Iron Fist is not a good show. In fact, Iron Fist does, like, everything wrong. Dandy Rand, this is F tier. Like, complete waste of Iron Fist. It's just, there's so much hate about this show. The characterization of Iron Fist, like the setting, like the costume sucks too. It's not even a costume; it's just him wearing like a band. It just sucks. And I don't know if Luke Cage is somewhere on here, but that show's also not good. It's not as bad as Iron Fist, I'll say. It's solid like D tier. Not even solid. It's like a bad D tier. But like again, this is just not good. They're not good. Like the writing is terrible. And now we create Defenders, and because of this. Defenders is a C tier because you have two bad characters and one. Okay, Defenders is a horrible character, a bad character, a good character, and a stupendous character. That is what Defenders did. Defenders is, which all accumulates into okay. But the show itself is like alright. It's nothing crazy. Doctor Strange. I think I used to love this movie a lot more, but like S tier before maybe A tier. I think looking back at it, it's a bit forgettable at B tier. I couldn't tell you anything about the main villain. I can tell you about Steven himself, like his jerk. Actually, no, I can tell you a good amount about the movie. It's just the main villain I cannot tell you anything about. Like, and no, it's not Dormammu, it's the black dude. I forget his name. But like, I think the visuals look amazing. The story's good. I love Steven, like, having to learn this. I think, again, it's just the villain is so forgettable. And he's like an actual part of the movie. So that just brings it down. I do love the ending. Multiverse of Madness is D tier. It mainly, I don't think it's its fault that it sucked. I think the problem is that Multiverse of Madness and WandaVision were releasing or were being made at the same time, but neither of them knew what the other one's doing. They weren't allowed to. So like, it completely tanked the writing of both series, where like their characters were Wanda's character is like not how she is by the end of what was it? WandaVision. Like, she's not the same character as the end of WandaVision. It just makes no sense. I'll say, post Endgame ruined Wanda entirely as a character. It also doesn't help that they just keep making her more and more powerful, like absurd amounts. Especially because like there are canonically strong characters in Marvel. It's just so absurd that they keep making her like god level. They keep making her more and more powerful. It's just annoying too. It doesn't make any stakes. Maybe in Multiverse Madness made a bit of stakes because she was a villain. But like, she does so much wrong, and it's like so stupid. She's like, I gotta I'm a gooner, and I'm mad that my kids disappeared. So let me kill this other kid and do a bunch of universes. Like, you get two kids that don't even exist. It's just so dumb. Also hate how Wanda fans defend her to the end of Earth, because she does so much wrong, yet they'll like berate other characters like John Walker for doing like one minor thing. Anyway, Echo. Echo is also not a good show. I don't think it's F tier. I just think it's D tier. Other than Daredevil, this show is pretty stinky. I have to say, I think Echo in the comics is cool. Again, Echo isn't even like a crazy character comic. They're like an alright character. So I don't even know what was the point of making like an Echo show, because it's not like we were dying for Echo. I will say though, they can fix this in Daredevil Season 2, or Born Again Season 2, if they add Spider-Man. Like the actual people that help Daredevil in the comics, being the Defenders, with Moon Knight, the Defenders from the show, Echo, and Spider-Man. Those are the people who help him. Eternals, I think I used to have a much more negative opinion on. It's like C tier. I think, again, the writing isn't the best. I had to pick up my shoe. It fell off. And I don't know why I went to pick it up at my house. But anyways, like, the writing isn't the best. It's okay. But I will say that the way they like show the powers is really good. Like, super speed generally looks good and stuff like this. The powers is cool. Look cool. It's just the plot is very It's nothing amazing. Falcon Winter Soldier. I think I have very mixed feelings on this. because I think the show itself is good. Like the last 3 episodes, the first 3 episodes are bad. Like they're really boring. I think my problem with this show is that Bucky and or actually not even Bucky, Sam is completely mischaracterized. He's the one who gave up the shield to the government to tell them who they want as Captain America. Yet he gets mad when they appoint one. And all like I get maybe Bucky being a bit angry and stuff because that he's Bucky. Like Sam is also being like horrible. John Walker's a soldier of PTSD. Yet, but Sam, who canonically helps soldiers with PTSD, is like belittling him the entire show. And then it's like they act like Walker is like horrible for killing a super soldier terrorist. Yet they've shown that they are willing to blow up innocent civilians and literally blow up a car like or a building, or it was a building car, one or the other, like the same episodes. And I hate the excuse of, but he was surrendering. He just said it wasn't me. It wasn't me as it's surrendering. He's just saying, oh, I didn't kill him. It wasn't me. And then he put his hands up on him, like he was. That could be a sign. I saw this thing where like an actual veteran said that could be a sign of like hostility because they could go shove you or something. Especially because they're super soldiers. It's not like they're like harmless like a normal citizen. Like I think John Walker was completely like did nothing wrong to show. Don't get me wrong, the comics he does stuff wrong, but in this show he was very innocent. Like maybe it wasn't the perfect Captain America, but like he didn't even do anything crazy. He actually killed less people than Captain America himself in the MCU, which is crazy. Also, yeah, Sam is completely mischaracterized. I'll say the action is very good near the end. Baron Zemo is that's another thing. Baron Zemo is cool, but also you really want to Baron Zemo, but you hate the dude Captain America, yet he did nothing wrong, even by the point. You know, it's just there's stuff wrong with the show. I think the writing around Walker is really good, except for like people getting mad for that. Zemo is really good. I think Bucky's cool. Sam Wilson himself, I don't think is like near the best or is the best at all. He's like he's very not himself in this movie, which makes sense why they reset on Brave New World. But then like the show itself is cool. But you know, also Sam defends terrorism a lot in this show, I'll say. And the action's really good near the end. Like, that whole final scene is really good. Anyway, the Thunderbolts S tier. This movie is a mental health movie. I like them taking all, like, the messed up characters from the MCU. Like, characters who have made mistakes and, like, making them the Thunderbolts. Or if everyone's seen them, it's the new Avengers now. They changed posters. Like, I think it's just such a good idea. I mean, like, John Walker, of course, we know what happened to him, and now he's, like, redeeming himself. Ava, who we haven't seen since Ant-Man and the Wasp. I mean, Alexi, all these characters, like, mess up characters that have done so much wrong. They have to come together to do right. And I think Bob, the Sentry, is amazing. He's so perfect. I love his thing. Also really like how they made a mental health movie. Especially in these times where, like, mental health is a big problem. It's good. Like, showing that you can't just rely solely on yourself. You have to let others help you. And then I'll say Taskmaster's performance was mind-blowing, I have to say. Like, oh my god, it almost killed me how good her performance was. Spider-Man 1. I'd say it's an A tier movie. Either A tier, no, I'll put A tier. Compare these, it's A tier. Spider-Man 1, it's just a really good movie. Sam Raimi did an amazing job at Spider-Man. I love his characterization. I love how he gets the name too. He's like wrestling. It's just funny. No, there's just a lot to like about this movie. Green Goblin's an amazing villain. Like, you can really feel like there's actual tension, especially because it's his best friend's dad. Like, the writing's amazing. And then it's Spider-Man. It's the origin of Spider-Man. It's done so well. I have trouble, like, saying how much I like movies in a short time, especially the tier list video. Wait, Spider-Man 2's S tier. This is probably my favorite. Again, also, these are MCU movies now because of No Way Home. Same with, like, Defenders because of Born Again. But anyways, Spider-Man 2. Perfect. I think this movie is probably... my top 3 movies of all time are Spider-Man 2, Transformers the movie, and Revenge of Sith. And those always fight between each other. And Spider-Man 2 is so good. It's so good. Doc Ock is an amazing villain. I love him being a teacher and stuff. Also, I will say, Doc Ock actually has no connection to Peter originally in the comics. Like, he low-key is just a dude that, like, was evil. But, like, So perfect how they do him in this movie. There's so many scenes of Spider-Man just being Spider-Man, saving people. Whether it be him stopping the train or just all that, is so good. I also love how much the people love, like that whole scene. Everyone protects Spider-Man, hides his den. It's so good. There's so much like about this. Again, actually, I'll say the one problem with the entire trilogy is MJ's character is so shafted in all of these movies. But other than that, they're fine. Spider-Man 3 though, it's just Harry. It's like it's funny. It's a really funny movie. As like an ironic movie, it's like S tier. But as a movie itself, it's like D tier. Why does Venom look like that? He's just skinny and stuff and small. Um, I'll say Peter, the whole Peter Parker stuff in being symbiote, like the Peter Parker stuff is actually really good. It's just everything about Spider-Man isn't. It's like I'll put C tier. Sandman's good. It's just I don't know. There's stuff about to not like about it. Guardians of the Galaxy A tier. I think it's really funny because people thought Guardians of the Galaxy was gonna be a bad movie to fail, and it ended up being people's favorite MCU trilogy. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy is A tier. It's fun. It's a group of misfits coming together. They all come together in prison. They're all criminals. But yeah, no, they're cool. They're cool. Well, not all criminals. They like just get thrown in jail together. I'll say like it's just Ronan is cool as a villain. I love the ending of the dance off to distract him. I love like it's very power friendship, but in a good way. Like and also it's hilarious. Drax will always be the funniest character in Marvel. Mantis, look out! Speaking of Mantis, look out. Volume 2. I think I'll put A tier 2. I think Peter and his far stuff was really good. Ego. It's just I don't know. I don't think there's anything hate about this movie. Like everything's done well. It's just that it's not as good as the Esther movies. Here's the thing I have to say. Everything can be done well in a movie, but that doesn't make it perfect. Because you can only do stuff so well, and you can't do everything perfectly. The holiday special I'll say is A tier. It's not a movie, so I'm not gonna put S tier. But it's really funny. They kidnapped Kevin Bacon. And I just love that. And also the little funny man with Drax again. Also, I'll say Drax and Mantis, I love them. I love the like brother sister relationship. It's really funny. I'm so glad they didn't go to like a romance thing. That would suck. Anyway, Volume 3 is S tier. Oh my god. Oh my god. This movie is like perfect. Like in so many ways. I'm saying perfect, but it's just really good. Adam Warlock is really funny. I have to say I like his characterization. He's not like the comics, but I think that's fine. If you change things from the comics, it's fine. As long as you change them, good. Like in a good way. Like Adam Warlock is cool in the comics, but they make him like amazing in this movie. He's really funny. I do like Don't Be Rash because like Don't Be Rash. If you understand the joke, which one that, it's so different from the rest of his character. Like in the entire movie, Peter is good. Rocket's story was, oh my god, that story is perfect. It shows like the true like bond too that all the Guardians have for each other. By this third movie, they all actually care for each other. I love Nebula being part of the team and stuff like that. There's just so much to like about it. Hawkeye was fine. I'll play B tier. I think this is I think what's good about this too is that this is how Captain Marvel should have been done. Kate Bishop thinks she's perfect and thinks she knows everything, but Flint is teaching her that there are better ways. And sometimes she's right, which I do like. But then a lot of times it's a good like mentor teacher story. We probably won't be getting a season 2 because Jeremy Renner, Marvel has not treated him good ever since the accident. Like it's generally a good show. If you haven't watched it, give it a chance. It's good. Hulk. Low-key, I don't like this movie that much. I put like C tier. I think the ending fight's cool and all, but that's all I can really remember. Like, it's a good movie, but I think it's just a lot of... I never watched the Iron Group show. Iron Man 1. Oh my god. This was the first MCU movie, and there's a reason the MCU took off. There's so much to like about this movie. Robert Downey Jr., like, changed Iron Man in such a good way. Because if you don't know, Iron Man before was not only a B-list character, but he was basically Elon Musk if he got a super suit. But it was so perfect in this movie. The action and everything, the story, There's so much like that. It's just there's so things. But I said Elon Musk, and Elon Musk has have a cameo in Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 is like a B tier movie. I think what's his name? Something Whip. He's cool. He's all right. I do like Rhodey and Tony's relationship. Like Tony's clearly going to deep end, and Rhodey has to like put him back into place. I think Don Cheadle as Rhodey is way better than Terrence Howard. Is one to create Whiplash. That was the villain's name. It was like an alright movie. The ending scene was fine. It was just a bit of a slop. Iron Man 3. Some people get mad at me, but this is like my least favorite Iron Man movie by far. It's like a solid like C. I'll put C tier. It's not D tier. Mandarin is not good. And I know I said before, change the comics is fine, but when it's changing the comics, but still making it good or better. They changed the Mandarin. Well, I guess it wasn't really Mandarin, but they did all that stuff. They marketed around the Mandarin, and it sucked because they marketed around him. And they had whoever that dude's name, I forget his name. That sucked. Iron Man was barely Iron Man this movie too. Like I don't think he was ever really in the suit. Like I would have been fine if he was in suit for like most of the movie, but like or like not even most, but like a good chunk. But again, it's not Iron Man. It's just it's Tony Stark the movie, which I get. I don't know. Loki season 1 and season 2 are both S tier. This show was amazing. Season 1 was good. It was Loki kind of working. His introduction to TVA. He's doing all this stuff, working with the female variant. He meets the dude at the what was his name? The man at the end of time. Loki season 2 is actually like the best MCU show. Like, oh, Loki season 2. The end. Like, first of all, I love. It's great. Loki has to get the band back together because stuff happens. But near the end, and then it's just good. But then the ending is perfect. Loki like becoming the man who holds everything together is so good, so good. He's holding the multiverse together. I also love how like Loki's character development is perfect because he's like just he admits that he wants his friend. He just wants friends and stuff. Because Loki's a very like good character, complex character in the MCU where he was kind of just like shafted his life and like not treated the best. But like him finding these people that love him and then him sacrificing himself at the end, realizing if I can't be with everyone else, I might as well let my friends live good lives. And that's just so perfect. Oh my god. Moon Knight. As an adaptation, Moon Knight is bad. But as a show, it's still good. I'll put A tier. Again, it's not a good adaptation. He was definitely a lot more sane than I liked him to be. And also, Moon Knight is a bit of a goofy character too. Like he's serious but goofy. Like Loki, his superpower in the comics is just like, at Khonshu said I could do it, and I'm not even joking. Like there's a part where he like steals everyone's powers. He becomes Ghost Rider, gets Thor's hammer. The one person he can't take powers from is T'Challa. And it's just all because Khonshu said he could. And that's just, I think that's funny to me. I'm not gonna lie. But like, Moon Knight in this show is generally really good. I love Jake and not Jake. Which one? It was Mark and Steven. That's which one. Jake was introduced at the very end post credit. But Mark and Steven, I love them. Like their acceptance. I think it's weird that again, the big change was that they're not like this. They're not always the same person. Steven was brought up from trauma and is not the original. But once he fixes the trauma, Mark goes away. And also, I will say there is a like sense of Moon Knight is not done with all his problems. Like they're gonna introduce more personages, just Jake and Steven, which I think is cool. Like I knew stuff. I would say all the fights were really good. Like the visuals, everything was amazing. It's just the one problem is the ending kind of turns to MCU slop CGI fights. But even then, all the Moon Knight stuff is really good at the ending. Like not the Khonshu is the CGI fights. Like generally is good. I think Khonshu is a lot less of a douchebag in this version. In the comics, Khonshu Loki just abuses Mark. And he still kind of does in Moon Knight in the show, but not as much. Now, see, it's a change. It's not a good adaptation. It's like as an adaptation, it's terrible. But as a show, it's good. As a show, it's good. Oh, The Punisher. The Punisher is fire. A tier. God, I will always feel... Frank Castle is a very troubled man. Like, there's so much like about this. I actually just watched it because my dad never watched it before. Someone said, let's watch The Punisher together. Um, Season 1 was great. I love the, what was his name? The kind of the shovel dude with the family who he spies on. Like, his whole thing. I do like how he admits his own faults, and at the end he has to, like, reconcile and stuff. I love that. All the cop stuff, like, just so much love. I love how Frank Castle is, like, always painted as a villain, by the way, from the media. Yet, and they blame him for stuff that he doesn't do sometimes. It's just really good. And season 2 is also, season 2 is weird because it starts really weirdly, but then it all ties together really well. I'll say, like, at first you're like, what does Frank have to do with any of this? But then it kind of, like, wraps everyone into it, which is good. I'll say the opening is really good. I love him, like, falling in love, but then, you know, stuff happens. So he kind of has to take her to the hospital. So she's out commissioned for a while. But it's good. It's good. The action's really good. And the story's really good. Secret Invasion is F tier. God, this show sucks so much. Rhodey's a Skrull, apparently, for I don't know how long. Like, forever, apparently. Which sucks. What else? What else? Oh yeah, Super Skrull is introduced, and his power, Super Skrull is a Fantastic Four villain, by the way. And in the comics, his powers, he has all the Fantastic Four's powers. And this is just now he has every power he wants, which sucks. Basically, like, nothing, they can't lose, which sucks. It's just there's so much to hate about the show. It's not good. Not good at all. Shang-Chi, though. Shang-Chi's power A tier. Low-key, people say the MCU fell off. I just think for a bit, the MCU's making good and bad product. They're getting a lot better right now, I'll say. Shang-Chi's A tier, though. The action in Shang-Chi's amazing. The ending's a bit of CGI slot, but it's not even bad CGI slot for Marvel. It's, like, actually good. And he kind of hits the cleanest combo of all time. Like, with the rings and stuff. You know, all the action's really good. I think, what's her face? The annoying girl. She's actually fine in the movie, I'll say. There's just, the action's just really good. I love Abomination and Wong appearing on screen. And, like, it's not even like they ruined Wong, like, it's just cool. He's just kind of chilling. There's just a lot to like about the scene, I have to say. A tier. Or not scene, movie. It's fun, it's funny. It, like, also, another thing, too, the best new MCU movies don't force the humor, it's just natural. You know, it's good. It's good. She-Hulk's F tier. It ruins She-Hulk entirely as a character. Anyone who's only seen the shows have a terrible opinion of She-Hulk. She's not funny. She sucks. She-Hulk is like the epitome of like the I don't even want to say that. No, that's not about. She-Hulk is like the epitome of the Mary Sue character in this show. Like, she doesn't do any wrong. In the comics, she's complex. She has a character. All this stuff. In this show, she just sucks. The worst line in the entire show is when Hulk's trying to teach her control anger. Mind you, Bruce Banner has been through all this stuff. Like, he's been through the ringer tons and tons of times. And she's like, well, actually, I can control my anger very well because I'm a woman and I'm like, wait, just shut up. You're supposed to have, like, problems. You're supposed to have issues. That's the thing I hate about She-Hulk. She-Hulk was perfect as a character. That's why I'll say Captain Marvel. A character who's perfect isn't a good character. The only time a character who's perfect is a good character is when it's a comedy show. Like Ned Flanders, like originally Ned Flanders Simpsons. Or like Sakamoto, where he's like, where it's like perfect to comedy things. But this isn't well, it is a comedy, but that's not, the whole joke isn't her being perfect. It's just terrible. And the comedy also sucks. Megan Thee Stallion and her twerking is so bad. Also, don't even realize it's supposed to be like a feminist empowering show, but that is so not empowering to have, I'll say. That's very, like, stereotypical and, like, sexualizing. That's, like, bad too. Anyways, Homecoming I think is a fine movie. I'm gonna try to go through this real quick. Homecoming's A tier. It's fun. Introduction to Peter Parker, or not introduction, but like introduction is like character itself. New Aunt May, new Peter. I think it's a fine movie. I like his like thing of, oh, he has to learn to live without the suit that Tony gave him. Far From Home, I'll say is B tier. It's not as good. I think itself it's an okay movie. Mysterio is a good villain. They actually made him good for once instead of just being a bum. I do like I do say this was a good plot twist of being Skrulls. I do like Peter staying in this. He's like falling off, but he has to learn. Like him establishing to MJ, who's not Mary Jane for like you people for some reason. Like that racist comic dude who's like, well, why is she black? That's not even MJ, Mary Jane. First of all, it's a different MJ, and also wouldn't even matter because Zendaya actually plays good, and her and Tom Holland have chemistry. But like it's good, it's cool, it's fine. I'd say it's cool. No Way Home, I say it's probably the best of the three. I'll put A tier though. I think again it lives off a lot of hype. But I think the hype's good. The story's really good. I think my one complaint is the lizard. Like the lizard sidelined. Elektra's good. Doc Ock's good. Goblin's good. But the lizard was really just sidelined. Sandman was also kind of sidelined, but it made sense why he was. We already kind of got his like redemption arc in three. I do like the ending with like Sandman helping them and all that stuff. It's cool. It's cool. But I'll say William Dafoe. He's out of all villains in the entirety MCU, William Dafoe as Green Goblin, not even just MCU, just in history, is probably like top three villains ever. Like actors ever played villain. I think Darth Vader is like the only person I could think that's above him. Like off the top of my head, he's perfect. He's perfect as Green Goblin. Like oh my god, like he doesn't look like Green Goblin that much, but God can he play him? He's so evil and cynical. Oh my god. Anyway, we're out. Oh my god, we're at the end. Thor. I'd say Thor 1's like B tier. It's alright. It's Thor learned to become worthy against fine. Dark World is F tier. God, this movie sucks so much. Incoherent. The only good part is Loki, but that's incoherent. Ragnarok's a solid A tier movie. It's funny. It gives explanation on Hulk and Thor aren't in Civil War. Um, it is funny. Like it's Taika Waititi did a good job in this movie. The action is really good. Thor's lesson that it's not the hammer that makes him. It's not the hammer. It's the man that makes the God of Thunder. Hela introduced like I would say Hela is weird because in the comics she's actually Loki's daughter, not their sister. Like it's fun. Thor: Love and Thunder. I'll say this is an overhated movie. People act like this is the worst Thor movie, or like terrible. It's mid. It's mid. It's just eh. Now instead of C tier, C tier movies are like okay. It's mid, but in like a bit less than mid. I wouldn't go back and watch it. Jane Foster and Thor are alright. All the God stuff was really not good. Gore was ruined as a villain. He doesn't really do anything wrong. He kidnaps children to like get to Thor. That's it. And Loki, the whole thing of him showing him that he's bad was Loki a valid crash out because he killed the dude that was a god that was just making fun of the fact that gods weren't helping him save his daughter and were making fun of the fact she died. So Loki, he didn't even show that he was doing anything wrong. WandaVision, I'll put B tier. I think I think the ending was just bad, but other than that, it was really good. Werewolf by Night I have not watched. I actually heard that's good. What If season 1 is actually pretty good. I'll say A tier. Um, I think my favorite episode, Killmonger was probably my favorite episode, but What If season 1's really good. Yeah, What If season 1 was good. Season 2 is not as good. It's a bit more. It's still semi-anthology, but that's when they start leading to Captain Carter. And final season F tier. Captain Carter is terrible. And also, the one character that was cool was Storm with Thor's hammer, and that wasn't even done well. And I'm not gonna like put ranking. I just want to go through these last ones in case you're interesting. S S S, B because Venom's funny. F, C, and yeah, those would be those rankings. Anyway, that's it. I want that for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, notification bell, and there's my MC tier list and is final for the rest of the year. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.